You can shave it and you can save it. You can tickle it and you can tease it. It sits there all over your body. Sometimes you have none at all. Sometimes you want none and have some. Sometimes you have some and you want none. We touch it all the time. We love it when others touch it. And it's all over the place as an expression of ourselves that isn't even alive. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about hair.
So I'm Dan.
And I'm Nick, folks.
We're old friends dissecting one topic at a time. People, technology, media, we've got it all covered.
Each discussion here is a deep dive into our unique perspective. The taboo, forbidden subjects, they're all on the chopping block, baby.
Burp.
We don't pander to popular opinion. We might even get a little bit dirty.
Warning, this podcast may contain mature language and sexual content and is for infotainment purposes only.
So join us. Have a good time.
Open up your ear holes, because we're going to fondle your follicles.
Harmonized.
Alrighty.
Hey, folks.
Another installment
Nick.
of Dan.
And I'm Nick.
Yeah. We're the unpanderers, and he's got a stash. As a homage to this episode?
March mustache.
March Mustache Madness.
Yeah, we're doing it to promote awareness.
Of men? Testosterone?
Mustaches.
Okay.
No, just mustaches. More.
Okay.
Me and a couple of the guys from work. So
Oh, you got a crew now.
I got a crew. I know some guys.
Yeah.
We do stuff at work. We're creepy. Love it. So, hair.
Brings us to hair.
You get it done. If you're a girl, you get it did. Episode over. We just did it. We done did hair. It's over.
How does that Lizzo song go? Took your hair? No.
I do my hair up.
Check my nails.
Do my toes. Yeah, check my
Fingers
nails.
hair.
I love that song, by the way.
Yeah.
I do.
Alright, check my...
I do my hair up. Yeah. So, doing your hair is pretty important.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm kind of a stickler about my hair.
I throw it up and stays up. Whatever it be, it be.
Yeah, like you could say that about my hair. I don't know when the last time I washed it is. I don't know if I use product or
I hear
not
that's
some
good for
days.
it. That you're actually not supposed to wash it every day.
Really? Then my hair is going to be awesome. Actually, I have heard that. You're not supposed to overdo it because you strip it of its oils.
Yeah, natural environment.
Hmm.
Why is that? Why do we frown upon people that have oily hair?
I don't know. As someone who had oily hair when I grew my hair out, I demand answers. I demand brand.
And you realized everyone was looking down upon you because of your oily hair?
Well, and because I would crouch really low.
And you're unkept. And you go...
Yeah. That's why they were looking down on me, but yeah.
Yeah.
What is hair?
Is it keratin?
Start with
Follicle?
It's a follicle, but I don't know what it
I
is.
think it's made of keratin.
What the hell's keratin? Isn't that a plant thing? No, that's something else. Oh, a protein filament that grows from follicles found in the dermis. Huh, duh. What is it? Hair is the one defining characteristic of mammals. The human body, apart from the areas of glabrous skin, is covered in follicles which produce thick terminal and fine velous hair. Most common interest hair is focused on growth, hair types, and hair care. Also is important, a biomaterial primarily composed of protein, notably alpha keratin.
Boom.
Got it.
Knowledge.
So hair, it's like, I don't know, it's dead, right?
Yeah.
Is it a lot? Sort of dead?
Part of your body that
is excreted out.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of creepy.
It's
Kind
an
of weird.
excretion that stays with you.
Yeah, it just hangs around to keep you warm?
I don't know. I've heard differing opinions on whether it actually keeps you warm. Like the Vikings had the thick furry arm hair to like seal in the warmth, but it doesn't. I don't think it really does that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby, see that? I
You're
got a
not
nice
even a Viking, and
fine
that's
pelt.
ridiculous.
I know it is pretty wild, especially because it stops from like my elbow to my forearm. It has a name, and it always grows in a certain way. Body hair. What was it called? But yeah, your hair, like the one on your head, is also different than your body hair.
Yeah, it
Like they're
feels good.
different kinds of hair. Yeah, yeah, I like touching hair.
Hmm.
I like when other people touch my hair. What's the longest you ever had hair?
Uh, Probably to my shoulders.
Okay. Was it longer than mine? About as long as mine?
I never compared length to you.
Mm.
I was
Hmm.
afraid I might be larger. I mean longer.
We could have done an episode together.
Yeah,
Live.
could have.
Could
Now,
have, should have, would have.
sadly, we're aging and our hair is starting to fade. Our glory days have
What is
surrendered
your hair doing?
themselves.
Yours moving backwards a little bit?
I've always had this like V.
Yeah, I mean, has it changed? I have no idea. I don't know. A
Maybe slightly, but I think that's in my
little
head.
bit. Okay.
I don't know that it's so. My hairdresser friend, she says that
Oh boy.
the hair like physically changes. Like when you start to lose your hair, like it feels different. I don't
Thinner.
think I'm there yet. I don't think it feels different. I think
Probably
it still
not.
feels pretty good.
Looks pretty manageable, fluffy, light, airy,
Yeah,
playful. Yeah,
could still
yeah,
pass for
strong.
my 20s.
Mm-hmm. You can see it. I could see
Yeah.
it. The did you have different hairstyles? Just out of curiosity. Did you have straight up bowl cut? Were you a bowl cut?
I had bowl cut for a while when I was real little. I had
Okay. I thought you looked bowl
the
cutty.
spiky one. I didn't have the frosted. No frosted tips here.
Ah, you missed out.
Yeah, I didn't want that. I did a serious part, and then I had like this like part, like this
A
don't
half
give a
part.
shit part.
Whoa, language.
I think
That's
I prefer.
crazy.
How do you have a way you do your hair with like the gels or
Hmm.
anything? You just kind of oil it
Wait till it's
naturally.
mostly dry. No, I do have a little bit of paste. It's
You
like very little.
you
and
keep your
just-
own oil in a jar.
And then I just do this. I point it together,
uh,
and I go like this, and then I find any loose ones. I move them around for a couple seconds, and I'm usually good.
I
And
like
then I
that
say,
method.
let God take over the rest, because it's gonna not look perfect. Of course not. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Just let it do its thing.
In high school, I had mousse, and like it would like stiffen, and then it would like break apart, and then my hair would be like just everywhere. Now I
Yeah.
actually take mousse and then hairspray, rub that
Oh, you
together,
double up.
boom,
Oh.
throw it back. I don't have to worry about it.
Well, because otherwise it would come into your face
Yeah.
and like go down here.
Getting in your eyes, which brings us to the purpose of hair. One of them, for your eyebrows, getting the sweat out of your
Sure.
eyes.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to work all the time, but I guess it more often than not. I
Yeah.
guess sweat drips down that way.
If you were hunting boars, you'd probably notice it much more often,
Yeah, I can see that.
especially if you're
Rather
carrying a
a boar.
spear. It
Mhm.
makes you sweat. Those spears are
Yeah,
heavy.
especially a two-hand, because then
Yeah.
you don't got. If you're doing
Yeah.
a two-hander, you know what I'm saying?
We need a third person that just makes animal noises.
Yeah, the whole time. The so, do you think hairdresser was like an ancient job?
How do you think they cut hair? Do you think they just let it go? Cavemen?
Knives? I don't know. I think they were knives.
Do you think they invented
See,
knives to cut hair?
shaving, I don't know. That one's a little scarier, but like the hair cutting, because it's away from your body, yeah, I could see some cuttage going on even way back in the day. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's like Samson? Like his hair. I mean, back in the biblical
cut his
times, they
hair.
sheared his hair off and he lost his strength.
So they knew how to cut hair back then
Yeah.
on them big, strong bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Samson, R.I.P. He was the true like. Do you think he was the original? What's his name? Fabio.
Fabio.
He was beautiful and like had long
until a
flowing
bird hit
hair.
him in the face, and
Yeah, poor Fabio, man. What are the chances you're gonna get hit by a bird on a roller coaster?
I wonder if he had his face insured and then he was paid out. What if they set
Well-
up that bird to fly and hit his face?
into
It
his
was a
face?
trained
It was a
bird.
carrier bird.
Homing face
Trained
bird.
That's probably a business you can get into
Yeah.
if you could prove like 100% that it would work.
Yeah. You can get paid
Might
out
worth
because
it.
your face is beautiful and you have an insurance policy on it.
Yeah, not bad.
Training it was
So-
it's got to be a bitch though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Trial and error. Just the same ugly person over and over. Teach it how to identify new people, I guess. Birds can identify people, I'm pretty sure. I
By
don't know
their
about by
hair.
their hair. Maybe not. I don't know.
uh, so hair on top of your head, their function?
Yeah, that's what we're kind of talking about. I actually don't know. Hair on top of your head. It's awesome. It's weird that it's all hereditary too. Like redheads beget redheads, and
Hmm.
and it's weird that I feel like two generations before us that was their porn. Like they were like, yeah, really love me some brunette on brunette or something. Or like, yeah, get me a blonde, giving it to a blonde. And it's like that was how you described porn. I feel like way back in the day by their hairstyle. Oh, redheads going wild? Yes. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you agree?
What is this? So the color of the hair is determined by the melanin, which I knew.
Hmm. So your
Eumelanin
locale, up
and
close to
pheomelanin. Apparently, different types of color and lightness and brightness
hmm.
leads to the different types of hair color.
What's gray hair then? I wonder. For the
Age,
record, too. But what is the pigment stops? Because I
lack of
have
hair
gray.
color.
Great.
Yeah,
Actually, it's probably white, right?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
probably
white.
white.
I think you're
Anyway,
balding in that one spot.
no, because it's just white. It's been there forever.
Hmm.
I don't
Oh,
think I'm gonna go bald for a long time, so I'm
I
knocking
think
on wood on that.
the craziest part is like, how do you evolve to have hair where you do? Like, if you took a very hairless version of yourself generations ago, how
And
does that
said,
person
"Hey,
develop?
science,
Yeah.
where does the? I guess it's for attraction of a mate. Well, think of it. If we descended from gorillas and monkeys and stuff like that, like there was a need for hair over the whole body.
Hmm.
So it's
Well,
not that hair developed here; it's just hair stopped developing in other places, right?
this is my take on it. Like,
Go ahead.
if we really did descend from monkeys, then
Hmm.
they needed warmth up until they figured out how to use tools and clothe themselves, and then you
So
no
they just
longer
didn't
need
need it.
hair like where your clothes are.
Hmm.
And then on
This
your
makes sense.
face, your eyebrows are first wet. I think the hair that's in your nose and your ears is to
It's for
prevent things from
microbes
getting in
and yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
dust breathing in allergens and maybe
Uh-huh.
influenza, a coronavirus or two.
It's
Um,
the beard.
I mean, the beard is probably like sweat, like when you're hunting
But why
something.
don't women? No, because women weren't hunters. Is that what you're saying?
Why do women not? Yeah, that makes
I
sense,
guess.
doesn't it?
I mean, that would make sense. I'm not
Yeah.
arguing with it.
Boom,
Mhm.
science right here.
Doing that show you were talking
Yeah.
about.
And then hair on the top of your head is probably preventing cancer, because if you constantly had sun beating on your
I
top
guess.
of your head.
Sure. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Also, like, I wonder if some of it is like because of the sun hitting your head that there's like radiation and your genes are changing, and then like boom, it's like
That already
random.
changed, and that's where mutation already happened.
Mm-hmm.
It would make
Exactly.
sense. I wouldn't be against that. The other question is, I guess then it does play into sexual attraction and like peacocking and getting a
Yeah.
mate and all that, right?
Yeah.
After the fact.
Because
But
the
yeah,
amount of hair you have should be equivalent to your testosterone, the speed of your
your
hair
health,
growth.
your health. Yeah,
Yeah.
overall, if you want to
Yeah.
say it. Or
Vitality.
your uniqueness or rareness. Oh,
Hmm.
a rare bird in these parts, my child. That's my 12-year-old daughter. Ah, yes, indeed. Yeah, back in the day, that's how child
Back in
molesters
the
were.
day. That's how you unite
I guess
kingdoms,
they
right?
still, I guess. Oof,
That's
a
how
little
you
creepy.
gain thrones.
Game
Yeah,
Thrones.
gain
Game.
thrones.
You Game Thrones, baby. Uh, that's wild. And it's weird that so my girlfriend does hair for a living.
Oh yeah.
That's what she does. She does it at work. She does it at home. She does it on the side. It's her hustle. She. This is what they do if they do it for a living. They start branching out. Oh, I'll start doing your mom's hair. I'll start doing your sister's hair. I'll start doing
Hmm.
your aunt's hair. Oh, your cousin? Yeah, she comes in once every 3 months, and it's crazy because with women, it's not as. It's probably with men too. You get so comfortable with the person who does your hair that you go back to them again and again. That's a weird phenomenon, isn't it?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. For about 3 years, I've had the same person up until recently, and then I just like
Oh, you made a big
sport
change.
clips it. Yeah.
Wow, you sports clips it?
I just don't care anymore. And I
Value
give me that
oriented.
steam cloth, the little massage tool,
Sold.
whatever the hell that is. It's so
I don't
weird
know
because
about
it's
that.
like I'm not allowed to touch you, but I'm gonna massage you with this weird looking vibrator.
It's weird too because they do touch you. Like a hairdresser usually kind of
They
is
have to touch you
fairly,
all the time. So why do they have that
yeah.
stupid tool to be like, "Brr, brr, brr, I'm keep my hands off you. Brr, brr, brr,
I
brr,
don't
brr."
know.
That's
I think that's
vibration.
just that's a gimmick. But
Yeah.
in general, your hairdresser touches you like a lot. They physically touch you in spots
Well,
where
your
most people
hairdresser
kind of don't
must.
touch you.
Maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
Well, do you see how often I have a haircut? Like, this is like the old joke with like the roofer has a leaky roof at home, or like the plumber never fixes his pipes at home,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I always look at her and I'm like, due for a haircut, and she's like, I just did hair for 4 hours, and then 3 more hours after lunch. I'm not doing hair again, and I'm like, okay, back off, that's fine. And the next day you ask it again, she's like, I did 8 hours straight of hair. I'm not doing no goddamn hair, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, that's fine. And then like a week goes by, and I'm like, "Do you want me to just go to like hair cuttery?" And she's like, "You can't go to hair cuttery. I do hair for a living." And it's like, "So do you want to do hair?" And she's like, "No, I just did hair all day." And I'm like, "It's a weird.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Strange
I'm not gonna
balance.
ask.
This is the Twilight
I'm not
Zone
gonna.
of balance right
I'm not
there.
gonna. I'm not gonna ask for a haircut. In fact, that's when I grew my hair out. I went a whole year without a haircut from her,
Wow. Wow.
even though that was her profession. I was just
Nice
like, "Fuck."
defiance right there.
It's a little bit of
Stubbornness.
defiance. Plus, it's kind of cool to grow your hair out.
Yeah. Does she cut hair in the house?
Yeah, she just did today.
Does that get hair everywhere?
We have wood floors. Usually, kind of just sweep it up.
Yeah. My previous hairdresser, she would always make us take our shoes off, and then like the hair would get everywhere. Anyway, and, like she had tile and wood floors and stuff, but still, like she was grossed out because she would find it everywhere in her house. Is that the case with your house?
To a degree, you can find hair at random spots all over the place. It doesn't bother me because I'm a gross individual and I
Mm-hmm.
have a really low threshold for what's hygienic and what's not to me.
Yeah.
Like I would brush hair off food and just keep eating it.
And it probably would
However,
cover up for murders too. They'd be like, "We found 37 people's DNA."
in your kitchen, and
Luckily,
I'd be
we
like,
can't figure out how they're all connected.
yeah, we can't figure it out, but they have beautiful haircuts.
Yeah.
The the other cool thing is that no one thinks of is like hair's like weirdly dangerous. I feel like because she had eczema of her hands, my girlfriend, and like the
Dangerous.
hair. Oh,
Mm.
dude, the hair would like puncture your skin and like just go at you. It's like getting a
Oh,
splinter,
that's
but
dog
you
hair,
don't think of
man.
it. No, it's people hair.
No, but like,
Because as you cut it,
have you had dog hair in your shoe
oh,
and then like have it like go through your heel? Like it gets like
but people
stuck in your body.
realize
I
it.
guess human hair could do the same thing.
Absolutely. It depends on the angle it's cut at, the person's hair, the sharpness. Like a smaller one is actually stronger, you know what I mean? Because it's
No.
longer
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. So, yeah, dude, you start realizing hair is dangerous. It can be everywhere. You can't get away from it. It ruins your clothes and stuff. Like it gets in under your fingernails, other people's hair. That's
Yeah, I
weird.
guess if you have like a wool sweater or something, like you can't get that hair out. Even that's made of hair.
And check this one. It's not like because I said that you're physically touching your client, whatever they call them. You're also like the biggest secret holder. Like
Mm.
there's a joke in what's one called Mean Girls that her hair's so big because it's full of secrets. And like the truth of the matter is, I think my girlfriend knows more about everyone she cuts their hair than anyone else. Because it's always like, oh, how's it going? My husband's an alcoholic. And it's like, oh, that's nice. What were you guys doing? He killed someone. And it's like, you're constantly kind of burdened down by people's like entire lives. And then if you see them in 6 weeks, you better remember most of that. So it's
This
probably
is
not the most fun. Like
yeah.
you have to keep being the emotional sponge kind of.
This is exactly how I'll call it Lisa. It's her name. My previous
Oh,
hairdresser.
yeah.
She
Hmm.
would have people come over. She'd cut their hair, and they would
Hmm.
linger. Like they'd be in her house,
Hmm.
just like sitting on the couch chatting with people. And she's just like, get the fuck out. Like, I don't want you to tell your story, and I don't want to listen to it for the 10th time.
A hairdresser is very like a bartender. I feel like bartender and hairdresser are the two people who get told the most tales of woes and everything. It's like that yeoman's job where we feel comfortable for whatever reason telling them all of this stuff, and you get into a habit of you keep doing it. Like,
See, I would like to talk to Lisa, but a normal
Mhm.
hair cutter place, I don't like to make conversation. Like, if you don't
well,
talk
that's
to
a
me, I'm happy.
stranger. Well, that's you're talking
That's not
about
my
like
usual
taking
person.
a exactly.
Not the
If you had a
usual.
usual person, you'd be telling them, you'd be chatting it up, talking
Yeah.
about relationship, sex stuff, sports,
Yeah.
you know,
They
going
know all
back.
your briefs.
Well, think about it. If you're, some guys are like super partial to their barber. They won't go to another guy. If
Hmm.
Sal's not ready, I don't want no damn haircut. I ain't getting no fucking haircut if Sal's not ready. Okay? You can have a nice crisp
Did you
$10
have the
bill ready
same
to
hair
pay him.
cutter, barber, growing up? I had the same one for like 18 years.
I had one for like 5 years and another one for like 10 years, but I didn't love them. But I used to get buzz cuts, where it was kind of just like one on the side and the old two on the top.
Lazy.
It was stupid looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make them use the clippers, the actual scissors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Scissors are the key. The buzz is like
Do,
cheapo.
do
Mhm.
you cut hair?
No, but it's weird. She makes a lot of money doing it, and the way she talks about it, like being able to talk to people and making them feel special about it, even if it's not, or spending extra time pretending the haircut takes longer, or giving them their own ideas back to them and making them feel good. I'd be amazing at being a haircutter. I would even do the whole gay thing of, oh my God, Cheryl, you're in here again? And I'd be like, you know what? I think you look great. And they'd be like, Nick, we love you. And oh my God, they would eat it up and tip me huge. So I probably should have, but not feeling it. I don't know.
Hmm.
Never done it. I feel
Never,
weird.
never cut another person's hair. Not even your son's.
No, because my girlfriend's a hairdresser, so I have her do that.
She does that. I cut my son's hair.
Buzz? Did you buzz the sides?
No, I use clippers. So, I,
Buzz.
it
Oh, you got it.
scissors. Yeah, it turns out that it's not that hard if you have the right tools.
Sure.
So like, there's two tools that I did not have before. There's like the buzz tool, which is that's stupid. And scissors, which are like every time you cut, it makes it very obvious where you cut. So there's two tools that make it easy. There's one that's like a razor inside of a comb, and like you just like kind of like trim it up with the comb razor thing. And then there's also the one that's like a sawtooth. So that
She uses I think
that one makes it fucking easy. You could fuck up someone's hair completely, which I have. And I look at my son and I go, oh shit, this will never pan out. And then I start using the other tools, and it
And
just
the
kind of
other
like
side,
works its way back to
fade
where it
it
needs
in
to
a
be.
little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm like,
Well, it's
oh.
not an exact. It's not an exact science either, which is interesting.
No, you make it
It's
unique
like,
enough, and it's
in the
style.
realm of
Boom,
art.
done.
The realm of art. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Beautiful. You look beautiful. You're 40.
my
You don't know
God.
any better.
Oh my lord, this is incredible.
Majestic.
Blanche, this is amazing. Ethel's gonna eat her fucking heart out. She's gonna get another heart attack. Like, can you imagine if I like ramped up the old women against the other old women? Oh my god, I should have been a hairdresser.
Yep.
Would have been so good at it.
On your deathbed, you'll be flashing through the memories that you didn't have of being a hairdresser, wishing you were.
I can hold so many good secrets. Dude. Cash tips. Oh, jeez. All right, whatever. So, head hair. We just spent a long time on it.
Yeah.
As it is, I think we've even mentioned one time where, as a guy who grew my hair out down to like here-ish, maybe even a little further, I don't know. It was really long and it was greasy because if you didn't shampoo it every day, it got greasy. And if you shampooed it and got it super wet, do you know how long hair takes to dry, guys?
A long time.
So long. I didn't realize that.
Especially
I started
in the cold.
I started blow drying my hair because I was like, this takes too long. And now I'm in the shower or in the mirror just blow drying my long, beautiful hair. Someone would be like, what are you doing? Just get a haircut. And I'd be like, nope.
I don't think ever. Maybe I once blow dried it. I don't really recall.
That's it?
I don't. Yeah.
It softens it up. It's
Yeah.
so soft. So soft.
It's beautiful. So attractiveness, there are people that are, I guess, made and broken.
Not
Yes.
Mhm.
By the hair. Like their hair is completely the entire look is their hair. Or they change completely with their hair. Hair color,
Yeah.
haircut. Women with bangs. Oh my
Oof.
goodness. I
Really?
love bangs.
I don't like bangs. I hate bangs.
I think
Ugh.
bangs like change it completely.
Are adorable. Oof. No, they frame a face. Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that.
You
Hard
don't
pass.
like bangs?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Hmm.
So when I grew my hair out, my nose gets bigger somehow, and
Wow.
my face gets rounder. Yeah, I know. It's incredible. My face gets rounder and fatter, and it's greasy. And anytime I have pimples or blemishes, they look extra shiny. So that's what I look like with long hair.
You're telling me you don't like Jennifer Garner?
Listen, you can tell me the most beautiful person in the world with bangs and show her in her underwear, and I'll say, that is a gorgeous woman. You can show me the ugliest person without bangs, and I will say, wow, Dan, you're absolutely right. The bangs are what
But
did
she's
it.
fully clothed. You'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. Oh, disgusting.
Zoe
So, yeah.
Deschanel?
Sure, she's fine.
Alright.
You're not going to sell me on bangs during our podcast about hair right now.
I'm pretty sure I will.
Zoe Deschanel. I want to see what she looks like in her everyday. Zoe Deutsch? No, Deschanel.
Deutsch.
There she is. I just spelled Zoe wrong. That's why. Yeah, listen, it's good on certain people. But kind of what you were touching on, certain people look better with certain looks. Like, I loved having long hair. I would have it all the time, but it made me look like a mongoloid. Or like that might be a un-PC term, but like what's a person who makes meth in a bathtub and like lives in the Midwest and has a big nose?
And has a big... I feel like it's like a Fred.
Yeah, I look like a Fred. So that's why I couldn't do it anymore. I'm going to do it again probably in like 5 years when I have an identity crisis or something. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, but it's going to thin by that time, and then it'll look weird.
It might not. My dad's
Conspiracy.
still got thick.
Really?
My dad's
thick.
got thick head of hair. Yeah.
How thick? How thick is it?
Oh, you could probably run them fingers through that hair. I'm telling you right now. You want to try?
You're going to get caught in there. You won't be able to get it out. You're going to be caught.
You're going to get your fingers caught in there.
So we focused on the face and head, the headal area. What other
That's
hair?
it.
Eyelashes?
Oh yeah, I didn't consider eyelashes
I don't know
actually.
we have anything about eyelashes in here.
I actually have really long, beautiful eyelashes. Let the record
used
show.
to, but my eyes are all effed up.
Can you see that, folks?
There. Wow. It's almost like you wear mascara.
That's what some people say. Nope, natural good looks. What can I say? Now, if I did wear mascara, I imagine I'd look incredible. So, again, another lost opportunity, but not going there. What about, let's move down the body. Facial hair.
Sure.
Do you, you've done goatee, have you?
Yeah, but I don't, wearing it for too long, it gets
weird.
When it gets too long, it captures scents, and then like when I can smell my cheese pizza later, no, I can't.
Okay.
It's gotta
And a
go after
mustache.
a week or two.
I've seen you with a mustache, but was that just a one-off, or was that a thing?
I don't think that was the thing. I always thought mustaches were kind of a joke.
So you may have had it one day. I swear to God.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, how about like a full beard? I've seen you with a full beard. In fact,
Yeah.
did you have one when we met up for the Flyers thing, the outdoor games?
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
me being lazy. That's called not doing something, which is my prerogative to not do
Fair.
anything.
That's fair. So you're usually kind of clean-shaven guy. Ugh.
I mean, I shave once a week. By the end of the week, it gets pretty long. This is
Oh,
Monday.
start getting.
This
Okay,
is Monday.
okay, that makes sense. That's
By
fair.
Friday, it starts to be kind of annoying.
Extra 5 o'clock shadow, like a little bit.
Yeah, it's when my
Happy
kids start like
sleepy.
noticing, and they're like, "This is different," and they stick their hands all over, and they're like, "Ugh,
Kids.
kids, ugh."
Yeah, usually I always have this part of my chin covered. I'm not sure why, whether it's a full kind of this or a T or whatever. But anyway, no, not for March.
Dude, when your
Mustache.
kid came out, did he have hair?
No, he was fairly bald for a while. We were like, oh, there's a picture of him when he's like 6 months old where he's kind of doing this. He looks like mini me because he's like bald and like super pale, and I'm cracking up.
No, one of mine had hair, and you could see it on the ultrasound.
Ultrasound?
Yeah.
You could see hair?
You could
Oh my
see the
God.
hair. It was like an inch long. They say like a lot of hair causes acid reflux.
Yeah. I think that's a wives' tale, but it
Wives'
also might
tale.
not be. It could go either way.
It
50-50.
seemed to be the case, so I don't know. It's
Interesting.
Weird. Yeah.
Here's an area you never had to delve into. So I recently lost a lot of weight, got a lot of muscles. I grow hair down to here. I have a neck beard. It's kind of gross, so I always trim here.
Yeah.
Well, when I started going on the beach last year, I would shave here
Yeah.
because
You kept
I
going
wear
lower and lower.
V-necks.
Deeper and deeper.
Well, as here now, I'd have hair here and here. And it looked like a really weird thing going on. Like I shaved this, so I was like, all right, let me
Uh
just
huh.
get
You
just the
start making
chest down to my
shapes.
nips. Yeah, and then I was like, why do I have the shape of a circle here and a circle
Did you
here?
wax or do you shave?
I just shave
Did you even
like
start
once
waxing?
every. No, can you do that? How long does that last? I have no idea. I'm
I don't.
afraid of the pain.
I assume
I'm
we.
afraid
So
of the
like,
pain.
I kind of want to get waxed, like full body wax, just to feel like how it feels to swim like a seal. And
Fair.
I'm honestly like I, I assume it's very painful from what I've seen
Oh.
from 40-year-old virgin Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, that's our scientific model for.
Yeah, for pain. It might not hurt at all. I don't know, but having it grow back, I feel like that might be annoying because it could be all stubbly and like you might get ingrown hairs, and it just doesn't feel like a good thing.
I feel like I do get ingrown
Um,
hairs all over the thing.
what don't nipples?
Yeah, yeah, you
I'm
like
gonna have to
that?
add a nipple filter just to block that out.
I don't know if
Do
you can see it's like stubbly a little bit
Yeah,
because
that
I
seems
shaved like 5 or
annoying.
7 days ago.
Is it itchy? That doesn't.
No, not at all. But once in a while, I'll get like ingrown hair pimple thingies, and I'm like, this is awful. So then, like 2 weeks go by, and it's like a full-on stubble, and I'm like, now I look like I got stubble over my damn belly and
Yeah,
chest. So I have to do it again, and then it takes a long time, and I'm like, I just spent like half an hour grooming
it's a
myself.
vicious
Like
cycle.
it is, and if you start, it's hard to stop because now like I'm halfway hairy.
Yeah,
It's one thing I was regular all the way hairy, but halfway hairy? Who likes halfway hairy? Oof.
yeah. That just shows that you tried and gave up, and no one likes to give upper.
No, but I hate keep trying, I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
So, this hair we're talking about, body hair or androgenic hair, it's terminal hair, which is the craziest part in my brain. It grows to a certain length and then stops.
So, like, if you cut it, it will regrow to that length and stop.
Yeah.
How does it know?
I mean, it might just be a signifier of weight or like length or amount of cells that it's feeding. Like, do you know what I mean? As a unit, it probably has some kind of terminal thing that tells it how long it's supposed to be. Because I mean, this is like a huge structure on the cellular level.
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 Yeah.
So I imagine it's probably built to be a certain size, like a building that's built to be a certain size. If you cut it in half, like it's like, hey, we have enough supplies and durable structure and strength, tensile strength to be out here. Let's just keep going to where we feel comfortable.
So the craziest thing is that like your body knows all this stuff. And I saw somebody that had a skin graft because they
Oh,
had been burnt in their mouth. They had a
uh-huh.
skin graft from like their leg put in their mouth, and they had hair growing in their mouth.
No,
Yeah.
for real?
Yes. Isn't that the most disgusting? Like imagining that in your every bite you take. Oh goodness. It was the
I would
roof.
raise
It
it.
was the
I would
roof of his
razor.
mouth, and it
I
was
would.
like an inch long,
I would razor that
like a
shit.
shag carpet. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, straight
Could you
razor.
laser that? I guess you might be able to
Uh,
laser that off.
I don't know if you can get the laser in there.
Do you know how lasering works?
No, I actually don't.
It's that your hair follicle is actually a little bit darker than the rest of your skin, so when you hit it
Yeah.
with a laser, it heats up more. So you're actually like baking that hair follicle.
Also, the whole skin area too. It's not focused on just the hair. The hair just accepts it because it's a
It's
darker
darker.
pigment.
Yeah,
Ah, it's not even focused.
it's
Wow.
crazy, isn't it?
So then what happens? It just overheats and then dies?
Yeah, yeah. Have you
Weird.
ever had your woman do that area with a laser hair removal deal?
Mm-mm.
No.
I trim.
Has your woman had it done though?
Oh, I don't think so. She waxes, I think.
Oh, okay. Same
Why,
deal.
you laser hair?
I've never had it done to me, but
Okay.
the counterpart has done it. I
Have you
don't.
ever used Nair?
No. I kind of feel like it. That would be
I
the
either feel
easiest.
like it's a gimmick or it's
You know.
something that will go horribly wrong and you're poisoning like the cell,
Yeah,
like
I feel like
somehow.
it's poisoning you. I think I've done it once on my like forearm, and
Uh-huh.
it like does something weird where like it bleeds a little bit and kind of like scabs over.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like it's
A little
not
worrisome.
normal. Like the chemicals in there cannot be. That goes
I'm
back to
sure they're
like
not.
hair products and the chemicals inside of them. Like What makes your hair stiff when you use mousse? It's probably like animal bones or something like gelatin.
Fat? Some kind of animal fat, maybe?
I
It's
don't.
weird because, hold on, if you use water, it doesn't come off your hand, so it's
What
hydrophobic.
if you use water?
Son of a bitch. So, but if you use soap, it does break it down. So I imagine it's fat based or something.
What is in mousse to it?
Make your hair hard.
Hmm.
Terrible.
Oh, I should say hair gel because that's better.
Yeah, hair gel. I still think it's fat.
Whole bunch of random crap I can't tell you.
All right, fine. So the hairs, the androgenic hairs that grow on your body during and after puberty, they're called velous hairs. It's
Phyllis?
finer and lighter. Is that how it's pronounced? Pronounced. Excuse me.
The
You pronounce
pronunciation.
it. You pronounce it differently. That's interesting. The they're always lighter in color than the rest of your hair, which is interesting. They depend on the density of androgen receptors in the dermal papillae. So, like, it just depends how many of the little
Pimple?
receptors. Papillae, papillae.
That sounds like a little French boy.
That's papillae. Hey, papillae, papillae.
He's playing
Like
with a soccer
someone
ball.
call him papa. The Do you know where you can't grow hair? And we mentioned this right before it began, I think. The lips, the backs of your ears, the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, and certain external genital areas. Also the navel and scar tissue.
Lion's
No,
mane, right? That was one of my college buddies' fear was that it would grow up his shaft right to the tip and then just keep growing out.
Proliferate, keep
Yeah.
growing.
He'd always be
Have a
like, "Do
line.
you think this is? It looks like it's going
Normal?
too far. It's keep." And I was like, "So, sir,
Which buddy was this?
this is a. I'm part Canadian, so I'm Canadan. He was Ameridan.
Ah,
Do you think this is going up my shaft? I'm worried.
I do.
Yeah,
I would be.
Yeah, it's
Call a doctor.
gonna be a problem.
That's a good way to get someone who's like overly sherry with their genitals or something. Be like, that looks weird. I would call a doctor. Are you
never-
serious?
I can't
Yeah,
imagine
I've
that
never.
that's normal.
I can't. That looks like doctor material
You should
right
try to
there.
get that fixed with surgery.
Because what they want you to say is, no, no, man, it's cool. It looks good. Wow, it looks healthy.
Yeah.
Like they want that from you because you're the doctor. So now if you say you need a doctor, that's terrible. They're going to either stop asking you or go to a doctor. And chances are they'll just ask some other friend and hope that they get a yes. Yeah, it looks good. All right, cool. We're good. Dan down the way thinks it looks weird. Nah, man, looks good to me. Looks real fine. That's some grade A.
Yeah.
So, shout out to all the people that have to show it. Anagen phase is how long the hair will last. Telogen phase is how long it will grow physically, or did I do that backwards? So, like, all the hairs on your body actually have a how long they will survive. Like, I'll last
What's
12
split
years
ends?
before I die.
Is that a dead hair?
It's just no, it's hair. They're all dead. It's hair that's like been beaten and abused so bad that the casing has finally broken apart, so that all the little stuff on the inside is kind of flopping around. But check this: your hair has a terminus, your body hair has a terminus, and it also has a lifespan. I think I was reading like 10 months is the average
Before it
span of a
falls
hair
off.
on your body.
How can you
Yeah.
have really long hair then? How can women
I
have
don't
it
know.
down to their butt cheeks?
Oh no, I'm talking about the body hair
Oh, body hair.
for that. I don't know if the head hair has a a cutoff point. I imagine it does because couldn't you be 100 and just it kept growing, but it doesn't.
I think I saw this guy. Longest hair in the world.
Sure, check it out.
Oh, this is the guy with the beard. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Oh, there's women that have it longer than their bodies. Yeah, that's
Okay. Rapunzel, common day Rapunzel.
yeah. Let down your hair
Hmm.
and cut that off because that's got to be disgusting. Like you got to drag it on the ground. Like imagine going to the bathroom in like a bar and like having to drag your hair on the ground.
Ew, that is pretty nasty. In a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yo, that's totally what you would do. You would carry
Yeah.
around a wheelbarrow.
With my giant nuts in there too. That part disgusted you.
It kind of did.
Yeah.
Pubic hair, baby. Thighs and abdomen disputes theories that it developed to signal sexual maturity, protect the skin from chafing during copulation. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
That's what the pubic hair is for?
It
It's an
was one
anti-chafing
theory. Yeah, that's one theory.
During
It's a Velcro
copulation.
agent.
Yeah, right.
During
Yeah,
copulation,
sure.
it hooks them together. Yeah, yeah.
Is that why the bottom of your palms aren't hairy?
Also, yo, it does say that. Also, both sexes having thick pubic hair acts as a partial cushion during intercourse.
Oh, it's a spring.
What?
You're spring loaded with your pubic hair.
That's wild. That can't be correct. Shorter, lighter velous hairs, we all know that. Oh, they get darker and thicker at puberty. How wonderful. Pituitary glands produce something, blah, blah, blah. The average age, I don't need to know the average age. Armpits. That's wild. My armpit hair is fairly, like, tucked into itself. Like, it's a nice little area. Like, a nice little bushy area. Oh, look at you.
This has got to break some rules, doesn't it?
Yeah, that one has two. You have two armpit hairs on.
Two patches.
That is wild, dude. I have just one patch.
No,
you got one, and then it breaks.
It's just the way the coloration goes. It's just the fold. Do you want me to flex? I don't even know if I want to flex.
I do. Oh, damn! I always laugh
I don't
when
do
you
anything.
flex
That just
because-
like.
I know.
Hey.
That's so good. That's such a good bicep.
Jesus.
Give you credit for it.
Yeah.
This is gonna turn into the gay podcast any minute now. Man, you're so
You want to
beautiful.
check my shaft out?
Love your hair.
Does this look weird?
What's it look like down there? Oh no, man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wild. So some of this is based on your pituitary gland, stuff like that.
Yeah, how much testosterone you generate?
It is. Wow, the thermodynamic properties of hair are based on the properties of keratin strands and amino acids. Oh, coiled structure.
Somebody has way too much time.
Yeah, I didn't think this much about. That's crazy. All right. Marcus J. Rantala of the Department of Biology and Environmental Science in Finland said the existence of androgen-dependent hair on men could be explained by sexual attraction, whereby hair on the genitals would trap pheromones and hair on the chin would make the chin appear more massive.
On the chin?
Yeah. So that's why you grow a beard. It makes your chin look bigger and more manly.
Oh.
It's like a trick. It's an optical illusion. Check that out.
But that would be the opposite for pubic hair, so I don't understand.
Well, no, on the pubic hair, it traps pheromones.
Oh, scent.
So you can smell. Wait, your own smell? I guess it traps your smell or the other person's smell.
Is that what gets them?
I don't know. That's kind of wild. I don't believe in most of that pheromone stuff. Although, that's something we didn't touch on. How about a woman's hair smell? Do you think they naturally have them, or is it because we have 5 million products women use now?
I think it's products.
I think they have a natural smell that comes out of their hair, though. You know what I mean? Like a natural.
I don't know any woman that doesn't wash her hair, so I can't.
So you can't.
I can't be like, wait a second.
Your Honor, I'm not sure.
Do you use product? No. Can I?
Can I smell you without product? Wait, do you think that's what serial killers are doing? Like the dudes who are cutting off women's hair or whatever?
Yeah.
They're keeping it in a jar and just washing it, and eventually they're like, let's see if it has a smell. This is for science.
This is for science.
Very nice.
Who wrote that paper you were
nice.
reading earlier? Science. This is science. This is this story of a murderer. This is perfume.
Yeah.
Can I capture your scent? Oh, yeah, I can't? Oh, well, too bad. Too late.
Here's the other one. What about babies? They have a smell from
Babies
their
have a
head. I
smell.
know that's not hair, but that's like baby scents. That's a real thing.
Yeah. I
I
don't
love
know.
a baby.
So we touched on
That's a lot of
hair.
crap.
But your nails are keratin too.
Wait, and do they grow at the same rate? Oh.
Your toenails and your fingernails do not grow at the same rate.
Really?
Your fingernails grow 4 times faster than your toenails.
4 times?
Yeah.
Why? Because some bullshit government program?
I feel like it must be the usage. Like your toes
Yeah, that
probably
would
don't get
make
much
sense.
wear and tear, but your nails do.
Yeah, you use your hands 4 times as much as your feet. Well, then your toes.
Your toes. How often do you
Not
use
your
your toes,
feet,
really?
your toes. I can just
I try
picture
to
you.
use my toes daily.
I can picture you waving to a girl with your toes from across the room with your toes.
Hey.
Hey.
I could,
Hmm,
yep, I could picture that too. I don't know why.
I know why.
But it's another weird evolution thing. Like how do you have these things that like scratch and grab and like cut open plastic packages? Like how did the big guy know that you needed that to open the plastic package, but not really well, so it just takes forever.
I don't know that he helped design the plastic package with the nails,
That's
but
like the banana. It's like the banana is the perfect fruit, right? Because it comes in a
yeah,
package, and when you open it, you don't have any issues. You can just eat it, and then you can throw the package away. It was
yeah.
a godly banana.
It kind of is the perfect food for
Yeah.
someone
Like,
with hands.
yeah. People profess that that was because God designed it that way.
Interesting. I believe.
Yeah, except it was evolved and man made it that way, actually.
While we're
Completely
talking about
different.
while we're talking about man,
Yeah, yeah.
let's focus on men for a second. Like
Oh, yeah.
men, we look good. We do our hair up sometimes. But women be shopping. That's a section of the show you all know we do every week. It's called Women Be Shopping. You got dead follicles coming out your hair. You got dead skin cells turning into like whatever fingernails are, right?
Yeah.
How much my girl gonna spend on dead hair and dead fingernails in one weekend?
Oh,
$120.
man.
I made that number up.
Extensions. Those
I'm literally
nails.
just I don't know. I made that up. It's not even a segment we do, but like it's funny when you think about it. We do
How
spend a lot of money on dead crap, right?
I don't understand how
Right.
women have nails that are like inch long. Like, how does that not drive you nuts?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to use things. I'd be
Yeah.
like this.
Have you like scratching
I
things?
wouldn't know
Like,
how to do text on my phone. It changes the whole game.
like
But it's the fake nail, right?
yeah.
Like it's not a real nail. It's something that presses on and glues to their fingernails, right?
I
Is that
think so. I
correct?
don't know how many women would actually grow out their fingernails that long.
So it's something called acrylic or something, and then it gets painted a color after the fact, or it's pressed on after it's colored.
I
I've
I
never
don't know. I've
seen the
never.
process happen. I just know it costs like
We
80
need to
bucks.
experience this ourselves so that we understand the process, so that we can
It's
redo this podcast.
not what I would be willing to do.
Hmm.
Have you ever gotten a manicure or a pedicure?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Damn it. I've never had any of them.
Really?
I'm a Philistine.
I kind of liked it
Yeah.
because of the little massage.
Oh, I imagine it's good. I'm not against it. I just never spent money on it.
The other
Like if
thing,
someone was like, "You win it," I'd be like, "Cool."
I don't like try to like paint my nails, but I was like, no, just give me whatever like clear or whatever you got.
Ah, clear. Wait, they did clear on you?
I think they did clear.
What do you mean you think? They either painted your nails or they didn't,
This
dude.
was like a couple of actually probably like 5 years ago. I don't remember.
How do you not know if they painted your nails? I mean, that's just.
You just want me to say yes or no?
I want you to say
And one
yes,
of
and
your
I don't care if
fantasies.
it's
Hey, you want me to?
no. And I'm asking because is clear a thing? Like they just
Yeah,
put whatever
there's
and
clear.
it
I think there's
protects
just
your nails?
like
Did it make you feel like stronger? Like you could scratch someone more
no.
powerful?
I don't actually like. They did like weird things where they like clip the sides, like
Okay,
they
so
do like my
now all of a sudden
feet
you have the best memory in the world about your manicure.
about the parts I
Before you
didn't
couldn't
like.
even remember. Okay,
The,
before you couldn't
the
remember
clear
any
was.
part of
I
it.
mean, I like that part, so I don't really remember it that well. But
Anyway,
but they did like the pedicure,
yeah, it's not.
and
They were the emery
yeah,
board or whatever.
I don't like the
No.
edges of the nails, especially my feet. Like my feet are how they are. Don't try to change them. And then they like try to like cut it. I think it's a gimmick to get you to go back because they cut it in a way that makes it painful when it grows out.
That makes sense. I believe it.
I think of things so skeptically that I don't
Oh
trust anybody.
shit!
What?
Do you bite your nails?
No.
How do you? Do you use the
Clip
little
them.
nail thing?
Yeah. You're a
So I
biter.
don't. I've noticed. No,
You
I'm one
peel
of.
them
I'm the
off.
third. Yeah, I peel. I pick them
Uh,
until like I get a jagged part and I just pull it off and I'm like, that's ugly.
that
So I
never
have to
like
pick
cuts
the
into
jagged part.
into the soft part under the nail.
one out of every like 12 times.
That's very often. That's a lot of times. It's every
It's like
time you go, almost every time you do your
and
nails.
actually it's probably 1 in 20 because I have 10 fingernails, and it's probably like a
What do you
little
do for your
bit. Like I have a
toenails?
little edge that's hold on, so I have a little edge of red that's red for like a day. It's not like it digs underneath my nail and I rip it off. Like I've never,
Oh god,
almost never done
it's a
that.
problem. I
That's
think
gross.
about like the torture where they do the bamboo shoots and they rip the nail off.
Yeah, I know, and they shoot bamboo shoots under your nails.
Yeah,
Anyway, I don't know why I do that, but I do. And the other one is, do you know how I do my toenails?
with your
Using
teeth.
my no, with my fingernails.
Oh, you
I pick
just
them all.
oh,
Yeah, is that
weird.
weird?
Are you lacking calcium? Is that? Do you have the dots? Like you have the white
No,
dots
wait.
in your fingers,
Oh
fingernails?
my, no, I don't see white dots. Is that bad?
Yeah, it means that you have a lack of calcium because your nails can't don't have enough
What's the
substance
white
to them.
dot? Where?
It's like
At the base? I mean, I have some white at the cuticle, spot at the base. And anyway, no, it takes a long time
it does take a
because of.
long time. It's yeah. People sometimes it looks like the nails like chipped or something,
Mhm.
like almost like you drop something on it, but it's just like that one period of time you didn't have enough calcium, so they
Oh, weird.
yeah.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Where people whose nails are like weird and brittle. Nah, I have weird nails, but they're not like they're never brittle like that. Like I see people who, oh, that weirds me out, where a nail isn't uniform across,
Oh yes,
but
yes,
it
yes.
but it grew that way. I'm like, ooh.
I had this one got I think grade school. This one kid had like really long nails, and
Mm-mm.
I think that's what freaked me out. It's like they were like half an inch long, and he would always have like, this bothers me.
Edges and
Or like a
stuff. I don't
coke
like.
nail. Like he had coke nails in grade school.
Mm-mm.
It's just like, why do you gotta be obvious? Like, don't do that in grade school. It's gross.
Doylestown, man.
Okay, where are we going? I forget. I forget.
We were talking about nails and hair, and summing it up.
No, well, we forgot. There's things that are on your body
Oh,
that are
ew.
dead,
What
right?
else did you get with?
Teeth.
Hmm?
He didn't. We got to mention teeth. Teeth. That
Oh, I
like
didn't
your
even.
teeth are actually dead. Your body grows these things for
But they have
use.
roots, right?
Like what? They have roots, so you can feel. But
And the
the
roots are alive.
exterior, the dentin, I think is not a living
Yeah,
material.
dentin. Correct. You're actually correct. It's called dentin. Inside is a meaty layer of I don't friggin' remember.
Hydroxyapatite. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot of words.
Hmm.
But it's weird that your body knows to grow these things, that it can use them as dead pieces that are attached to you for years
To eat.
to eat.
It's even weirder that it has them inside your body for like the first 10 years and then they come out. And it's
Yeah.
like, what?
This first set
And
doesn't matter.
let's push out that first set of Facos we put in there. Why did you make the Facos? We just did.
Yeah. That's like if you compare yourself to other mammals, it's like you take your nails and then like do like a shitty anamorph into a horse, and like how does the horse have nails, and like you're kind of comparable to that thing.
It is weird. Like, but it's a irony,
Yeah.
hardy hoof.
Yeah. It could have
But
been
it was
you.
made from the same idea. Like,
Yeah. It
I
just
feel like if we're on mushrooms, we would just be like,
we are the same as horses. Don't you know?
just doing horse
Is that
movements
Jim
with our
Carrey
horse.
popping out of that rhino's anus?
Yeah. That's such a good scene. Classic.
Uh,
So teeth do have live roots though, which always freaks me out.
yeah. Did you have dental work that required root canal or anything?
Yeah, I've had like 2 or 3 root canals. I have shitty teeth. If you haven't noticed,
Yeah. How many root canals?
2 or 3.
Really? Is that? Did you brush your teeth as a kid, or did it just like happen?
Yeah, no, you just if you have shitty teeth, you can brush your teeth. I mean, everybody still drinks alcohol and soda when they're like
Yeah.
19, 18, 20. Oh, look at this
I
guy.
have I have good teeth on
I have
the
20/20
front,
teeth.
on the
Huh?
exterior, but like all of that.
You got some marks back there. Yeah.
I don't think like my teeth are actually shitty in the back for the big ones, the molars. They never like fused, is what I'm told, and like not having your teeth fused causes cavities eventually. Like it just doesn't.
Really?
Yeah. So like I don't like I brush my teeth like I recall brushing my teeth when I was little, and I brush my teeth
Yeah.
ever since I was in like high school, like twice a day. I don't know why certain people have perfect teeth, other people have crooked
And some
teeth.
people get cavities all the
Yeah,
time.
some people have to like pull them out, root canal it. Is a root canal painful?
They say it is because what they do is they go in and kill the nerve so that you can't feel anything, and then fill it, and then cap the tooth. Is the idea. So anytime you cap, you should have a root canal so that the nerve is dead.
They just pull your teeth.
They wanted to root canal this one. I think they did, and you can't see it; it's too far back. And then this one, they were like, "You could root canal this one," and I was like, "Can you just pull it?" And they did, and now I have a metal stub here. And they're like, "You can afford a tooth that'll fit right into this metal stub I have here. It'll like hook into it
And
and
you're
look
like,
just
"No, I
like the
can't."
rest."
Yeah.
I can't afford the tooth, so I just have the metal hole here, or the metal stub
Are
that's
you
been there
lucky
for like.
that it wasn't like your front ones? Would you do it on a front one?
I chipped this one from Brent. I'll say his goddamn name. Brent Connolly kicked a beer bottle while we were in the hot tub, and I was drinking a beer bottle, and it hit me and chipped my tooth right here.
Yeah.
And if it knocked it all the way out, I guess I'd be like, "Fuck, I gotta get a new."
I chipped my front one too. I was trying to grab my dog who was running away, and the
Oh,
collar slipped off, and the collar hit me in the mouth.
oh, in the metal part.
Yeah, the
Chick.
metal part, and it chipped
Yeah,
it. And it's funny when these things happen because first time it happens to you, you're just like, "What the hell is this?" Like, this
your
doesn't.
tooth.
Yeah, this is not normal. Like, I don't. And then you like realize that you chipped a tooth on something that's stupid, and then you
Like
realize
that's
that
not
like you gotta protect
possible.
yourself.
You can't protect yourself at all times. It's gonna happen occasionally.
Yes, I can.
Keep it up. Is there another like part of your body that does this? I didn't know that. I mean, I know we talked about nails, hair, teeth,
So I was getting like vestigial stuff. Like
tail,
you do have a tailbone,
tailbone,
mm-hmm, which
mm-hmm.
is painful if you fall on it, and you have no use.
coccyx.
Coccyx.
Mm-hmm.
You also have gallbladder, appendix.
Mm-hmm.
Those things really don't have a use. They're just there. I'm sure they had a
You have
use
your
in the
wisdom
past.
teeth.
I had my wisdom teeth removed. They got where
Did
they
you?
were impacted. Yeah.
Mine, I've never heard from them. I don't think they grew in. I don't think I've nothing.
Strange.
Does that mean they eventually will?
I don't know. I feel like if the aliens ever come and like try to take you and do their thing on you, like they better give me like replacements. Like change my teeth. Get me all steel
Yo,
like.
yo, while you guys are doing the probe back here, can I get a manicure? I need a manicure.
Mani Betty, baby. I'm ready for you. Just Mani Betty me.
Oh, whoa, whoa! I want some earth fingernail polish colors. Come on here.
What other? I don't know if there's any other vestigial parts that are, unless you can think of any. I think
I don't know.
everything
That's
else
what I'm
is
trying to think.
used
Your
on my body.
is it your ears keep growing your whole life?
Your ears?
Yeah, I heard this. You can look it up and see if it's
Do
true.
your ears keep growing? Can you
Really?
tie them in a bow?
They keep growing and growing and growing, and that's why old
Is
people
this
have big
only
ears.
Will Smith? Is this?
That doesn't sound like a thing. And then maybe I was incorrect.
Cartilage.
Oh,
Cartilage continues to grow, but the
okay.
earlobes elongate.
Oh, do they? Is that why old people have
Flabby.
longer earlobes?
The elastin fails, so they get kind of flabby.
I mean, that's everywhere on their body. I mean, do we really care about the ears? Am I like, look at that old person? They have long ears, Mom. Mom, Mom, Mom,
Look at
Mom.
those little ears.
Nick Jr., you're 34. Stop it. Smacks me.
Yeah.
Mom.
I had a teacher who was getting a little old and her cheeks started to sag, and we called her a bulldog.
Yeah.
And when she yelled at you, her cheeks would like.
In high school?
No, this is grade school.
Okay, cool. Because I had a high school math teacher who did something similar. Who, by the way, she said the funniest thing in the world, and I said the funniest thing back one time. She was like a whippersnapper math teacher, and I was in the back of the room, and I was literally yawning, falling asleep in class. And she went, "Oh, Mr. Nick." And she caught me. I was totally yawning. And she was like, Oh, I'm sorry. Are we keeping you awake back there? And I literally, without missing a beat, I said in front of the whole class, like, Mrs. I'm sorry, Mrs. Blah blah blah. It's just that's what happens when I'm real interested in a subject. It's an allergic reaction. I yawn. And she was like, and she laughed and went, "Thank you. I'm glad you're interested." And then she just went back to class, and I was like, "Hmm."
Oh
That
man.
was such a good comeback.
I don't know what other. I'm looking at my own body. Like, what's useless? What's the most useless part?
Pinkies are okay.
Pinky
Like
toes.
balls are kind of the worst when you think about it. What are balls good for? Yeah, I know producing offspring, but how many offspring have you produced? Two? I
One
got
per.
one.
Yeah.
How many years has this thing been dangling?
Yeah.
It's kind of not worth it.
Hmm.
Like, there's not
Right.
a more effective way for that to
Calluses.
work.
I think calluses fit into this category.
Well, what
Which
is a callus, by the way? I take
is
mine off all the time. I get them now that I lift weights and
the
stuff. Like, I
buildup
have
of
them on
dead
the,
skin.
like that part of
Stiffening.
your hand.
Yeah, yeah. Hands.
Yeah.
And the balls of your
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, balls of
Makes
my feet
sense.
never, because I have baby feet.
You have what? Did you ever try? This is weird. Like
Huh?
there's this like uh,
Fish?
dead skin peeling thing that you can like wrap around
Fish?
your feet.
Oh.
You put in this like acid and it like breaks it apart, so then you can like peel it off. I did it once, and I don't know that did anything really at all.
There's a pedicure.
This is not part of the pedicure. This is the personal at home where no one sees you, but you talk about it on a podcast kind of deal.
Good on you.
Yeah, keep it a secret. But I don't know.
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah, the calluses. I don't know. I think they're useful. Like eventually, like your baby feet. If you walk around and you step on a children's toy like a Lego, does it probably hurt you more? Is that your weakness?
Wes, your callus has saved you
Yeah.
from an increment of pain.
Yeah.
I think it stops you from whatever you're repeatedly doing. Like I'm lifting weights right now, so it stops the pain in this area from getting
Yeah.
torn up. I don't know. Maybe that's
Could
I
you
don't
get
know.
a callus anywhere if you were working that part of your body? I think you probably
I
can.
imagine, right?
Yeah.
Could you get one when you're picking shit up with your elbows all the time?
You get really thick
Yeah, you like
callousy
that? You
elbows.
like my thick elbows? Yeah, girl.
Here's the
And girls now sort of.
oh gross. Here's the sciencey astronaut fact of the day. Like when the astronauts go to the ISS and they have calluses from being a normal human being, when they go up there, they don't need it because there's no friction, there's no pressure, so it
Uh,
just peels. And then like they have videos of them like taking off their socks in 0G and all the skin just goes everywhere. It's like a plume of dead skin. How
hmm.
so? Like they come back. It's like baby feet, like you
I was just gonna
described.
say, super
Yeah,
smooth. Hmm.
fascination with being a seal. I want to be an astronaut. The closest I'll be.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Makes you think.
Yeah, makes you think.
It's just weird that hair, which is kind of like dead, doesn't matter, is a nuisance,
Yeah.
is also our style, who we are, like what we do every morning
How you
before we go to
identify
work.
people? They change their hair. You're like, whoa, you look good,
Yeah,
different.
yeah, that's a big point. I mean, changing your hair is a big deal. Changing hairstylists is a big deal. Who does your hair? Who touches your hair? Who works on your teeth?
Yeah,
Who it's all this weird shit.
kind of like tattoos and piercings too.
They're not vestigial because they're alive. My tattoo is alive and well.
Hmm. You ever get any piercings?
Nah, I mean, lately I've been thinking there's this girl who I'm friends with who
Nose.
has like one of the nose one, and it's for some reason it's fascinating to me. Like it's attractive in a weird way, and then
Hmm.
it's weird. Like it's a bull.
Hmm.
I keep thinking about it, and I'm like,
Maybe it's signaling something.
what? She wants to stomp the floor, and I'm gonna wear red, and I have to like move a cape. You know what I mean?
That sounds pretty
I
hot.
don't know. It kind of is. It is a little bit hot. I will give you that. I will give you that.
Uh,
It's weird. I don't know.
hmm.
I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. You wanna wrap
Our
it up?
hair. most dead part of us is the most living part of our artistic expression.
Oh yes.
And I think you need to just come down here, let me put my hands on your shoulders, let's breathe the fresh air and chop this off. Ethel, it's dead. It's over. Remember your fifth husband? It's gone. We're moving on. We're going to do a fresh updo. We're going to do this to here. Your eyes are going to just pop. And then Meredith down the way, she's going to wish her husband was dead. Like that's my imaginary conversation I'm having with the old lady in my chair. Okay? And she's going to just die laughing and give me like a 70% tip. I'm talking her haircut's like $60 and I'm getting like 50 for just being funny. What I'm saying, folks, is that hair is important. Our dead skin cells are important. Our fingernails are important. That's why sometimes I follow a girl at work around. I clip off her fingernails when she's not looking. I put them in a jar. It's not a big deal. I keep them. I keep all this stuff, okay? Sometimes I cut a little bit of her hair off. Sniff it. Whew.
I was able to take the little pieces of you and make them into a full you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's where we should end it. We should make the cutoff here.
Wow.
So, it's crazy that
We like
literally
you.
these dying pieces of skin, these dying pieces of hair, these dying pieces of us have way more importance than we think they do.
Yeah. If you're a cancer patient and you lose all your hair, all that
It's
dead
a big
stuff,
deal.
not having it makes you look like you're about to die.
That's weird.
It's messed up, isn't it?
Kind
We
of
hope
is.
you don't.
So, we hope you keep your hair.
Because
We hope you style. We hope you do all your super fun shit because you know what?
we like you.
We like you a lot. Thanks, folks.
Good night.